In this video, we are going to discuss about the intraday stocks for 23rd December 2021, and the day would be Thursday, which is also the weekly expiry for this week. Now let's look at Nifty. In yesterday's video, I said that market is indecisive and it doesn't know where to go. So kind of a volatile market it will be. And I also said that if Nifty opens with a gap up and sustains, then today's high means yesterday's high should be the target, and you can see it went near that level, it crossed that level and closed somewhere near the target only. So I said that with 20 to 30 point stop loss we could go long. So those who have bought futures or bought call would have made good profit. Now going forward, this is a resistance which is the top of the window, which is a resistance, and is also a psychological level of 17,000. So 17,000 is going to be a good resistance, and we can see that it has been respected. It did not cross and it stopped right there. So tomorrow, if Nifty opens anywhere flat and breaks 17,000 and sustains, means this 17,000 level. So if Nifty breaks, comes back pretest and then goes up, then we can see a good move, and 17,200, 17,350, these levels would again come, and the higher level of 17,450 can come in few days. Now looking at 1 hour chart, you can see that it was totally range bound throughout the day, and in the later half of the day it gave a breakout and then continued and stopped there. Now tomorrow there probably would be a gap up there. Now if it is a gap up, then above 17,000, if it opens 40 to 50 point higher, then it will come down and test the 17,000 level and then will go up. So if it opens gap up, then I don't think it will be very big move kind of thing, because near 1750, 1700, these levels will act as resistance. So if it opens with a gap up of 17,000, it may be volatile between 16,950 and 17,000 like this. Until obviously if it gives a breakout or breakdown, then it can move another few points. So tomorrow you can see that this level that was the high of yesterday, which was our target, is well crossed and sustained. So if tomorrow Nifty opens flat and starts going up, Nifty opens a little bit gap up and cross 17,000, then with 20 to 30 point stop loss again we can buy, and our target would be near 1780, 1700, all these levels. But if it opens with a big gap up, like 100 point gap up, then it will be volatile between a range. It can be volatile between the range. And tomorrow's expiry, it will be volatile between the range. And if Nifty opens gap down, then it will try to come down, but these levels will now act as support. So 16,920 will act as support. So we can, and if it crosses 16,920 and face resistance and come down, then it will be again stuck within this level. So we have three conditions. Number one, if Nifty opens with a gap down, then it will be stuck within this range, within this 150 to 200 point range, 16,840 and 16,960. So 16,960 on the upside and 16,840 on the downside would be the range if it opens gap down. Now second condition is if it opens gap up, then also it will gonna get it fixed between 16,950 on the downside and 17,150 on the upside. In this range it will get itself stuck if it opens gap with a big gap up. Now if it opens flat and then crosses, then we can buy keeping 17,100 near this level of 17,840 80, these levels as target, we can buy and see a good move on the upside. And if tomorrow Nifty spends the entire day in a range and then gives a breakout, then we can see a very big move and we can buy call with 10 to 12 rupees premium, and we can just go and make a hero or zero, something kind of like that. So that is for Nifty. Let's look at Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty, now it's the same with Bank Nifty, but Bank Nifty is still weak as it did not even test the lower half of the window. So this is the window, this is the window, and Bank Nifty didn't even test the lower half of the window, so it's still weak, but it made kind of a recovery from this 34,000 level. It in 2 days it made some recovery. So this will be a resistance. 35 250 is going to be a resistance. So if Bank Nifty opens and crosses this, then we can buy with this 35,600 as a target. So what we can do is we can go to a lower time frame, 1 hour, and we can see that we said that it is kind of a W formation and it is resting just near the neckline. So if it sustains above this line, then we can see this 35,600 level to come. So tomorrow, if Bank Nifty opens flat, now here also we will see three conditions. So first of all, if Bank Nifty opens flat and goes up, then above 35 120 we can buy, keeping a 50-point stop loss, and our immediate target would be this high, which is around 35 250 level. Now if it sustains above that, then we will see 35 400 and 600 levels to come, but for that Bank Nifty has to be range bound for the entire day, and around 12:31 p.m. if it gives a breakout, means for the second half of the day, like 1:30 p.m. there is an European market opening time. So and if it opens in that slot, if it gives a breakout, then we can see 35 600 level tomorrow itself, and we can then also we can buy call and make a hero or zero kind of thing. But if it opens with a big gap down, then it will be stuck between 35 400 level on the upside and 35,000 level on the downside. So if it opens with a gap up, then it will be stuck between this 400 point range. And if it opens gap down, then also this 35 200 on the upside will be the resistance, and on the downside 34 800. So if it opens gap down, then 34 800 on the downside and 35 200 on the upside is going to be the range for tomorrow. So where it opens, according to that we can execute the trade. And 2 out of 3 time conditions, 2 out of 3 times it is saying that it will be a range bound market. In that case we can sell options, and if it stays flat throughout the day and gives a breakout toward the end of the day, then we can buy options and make some money. So let's look at the stocks now. The first stock is Hindalco. Now you can see that from here it fell, now it's kind of a giving a W formation. So this is going to be the neckline. So if it crosses, then it can come up to this level, which is a good target for the intraday, and above which the higher targets may come. So we can, if tomorrow Hindalco crosses 465 on the upside, then we can buy, keeping a 3 to 5 point as stop loss, and 1:2 will be our target on the upside. The exact levels will be provided on the Instagram tomorrow morning. So you can, if you want the exact levels, then follow the Instagram from the link given in the description. The next stock is Reliance. Now you can see it has been a volatile. From here, it's continuously falling with a lower high, lower low formation, and if it has to go up, then it's kind of a making a W formation to go up, and the exact resistance now is near 2400. So it can go to 2400 before it retracing back a bit. So if tomorrow it crosses this level, so if Reliance crosses 2372, then we can buy above 2372, keeping a 7 to 8 point stop loss, and 1 is to 2 will be our target on the upside. The next stock is Apollo Hospital. Now you can clearly see that it fell from here, making a double top formation. It continuously fell, halted, then fell again, halted here, and it fell sharply. Now, whenever there is a sharp fall, the levels will become resistance. So this is the next resistance that we can find, and before that, it if it has to even go up, then it will make kind of a W formation to go up, and if it has to fall down, then it will kind of make a lower low formation to go down. Now in both the cases you can see that it is kind of making a lower top. So if it has to fall, then it can come up to this level. So if tomorrow it crosses the low, then we can expect some momentum on the downside. So below 4750, we can sell Apollo Hospital, keeping a 10-point stop loss, and 1 is to 2 will be your target on the downside. The next stock is ICICI GI. Now it is volatile as well as in downtrend. So from here, it's kind of a clearly in a downtrend, but with huge volatility. So here it made a hammer, which was a sign of recovery, but then again it fell down. So if it has to continue its movement, it can come down up to this level before deciding where to go. So, and if even we don't target this much in the intraday, but 1 is to 2 would be enough. So if it crosses 1342, 1342 on the downside, then we can sell, keeping a 7 to 8 point as stop loss, and 1 is to 2 will be our target on the downside. The exact levels will be provided on the Instagram tomorrow. That's it for today, and thank you for watching.